Hello everyone, I had the pleasure of testing the WalkingPad R2, a folding treadmill and one of the most popular treadmills in the WalkingPad range. The reason for this is that it is a hybrid treadmill on which you can run at up to 6 km per hour in walk mode without a handle and up to 12 km per hour in run mode with a handle. If you don't know the channel yet, I test and compare the best products for the home and garden. I always try to get something special for you as my viewer from the companies. I also have something for you later in the video. The treadmill is delivered fully assembled and has a length of 145.2 centimeters when unfolded. It is 72 centimeters wide overall and has a height of approx. 132 centimeters with the handle extended to its maximum. The running surface on the belt measures 120 x 43.9 centimeters and consists of 4 layers, which are designed to provide more shock absorption and a comfortable running experience. The maximum recommended body weight for use is 110 kilograms. The treadmill itself weighs 36 kilograms, with the cardboard box it is 40.5 kilograms, which of course also plays a role in the delivery. The package arrived in very good condition and the treadmill was very well and securely packaged. As usual with WalkingPad, the R2 also immediately made a very high quality impression. If you are not planning a fixed location for the treadmill, the folded state is also crucial for your storage. The length is reduced to 16.2 centimeters when the treadmill is upright and folded. The height is reduced to approx 100 centimeters with the handle retracted and the width remains the same. Accessories include an instruction manual, a remote control including battery, lubricating oil, a power cable, a safety plug, and an Allen key with which you can tighten or loosen the treadmill at the back. You must have seen the assembly and disassembly process once, as it can be a little confusing at first. Once you have understood the system, it is easy to work with. First, place the R2 on the floor so that the display is on top. Then loosen the levers on the left and right, which are quite tight. This requires a little effort. Of course, the handle holds all the better when extended. Then pull the handle out to the maximum and push the levers down again. Here too, you need to press relatively firmly. Then unfold the running surface and adjust the treadmill centrally at the back so that there is no friction with the sides. And now you have the R2 in walk mode, where the treadmill can be set up to 6 km per hour. To put it in run mode, you need to loosen the handle at the front of the rotary levers on both sides to the maximum. You can then raise the handle upwards and tighten the rotary levers again. The handle can only be fixed straight here. You will notice the resistance if the handle is not yet straight, so do not use force here. If you can get it in easily, it is correct and then simply tighten it properly. Then you can let go of the handle and tighten the other side. Now you can lower the handle again, which is not so easy and requires some practice. The treadmill is then in run mode and speeds of up to 12 km per hour are possible. Folding it up is easy. First you have to fold down the running surface once, then release the handle again and place it on the ground. Then retract the handle again. Incidentally, it is easier to do this lying down than standing up. Then tighten the levers and twist levers. You can then lift it up and stow it away. Here you can see how easy it is to move the treadmill using the transport rollers. When you're done with your workout, you can simply put it with your other treadmills. I'm just kidding, but here you can see how easy it is to store. The 2 rear feet can be adjusted in height by simply unscrewing them. This allows you to compensate for slight unevenness. Here I show you how to start the treadmill for the first time. It is important that it is already unfolded before you switch it on, otherwise electrical faults may occur. The better you treat the treadmill, the longer it will last. You should oil the surface before the first run. This works best with 2 people, but you can also do it on your own. Cut off the cap from the lubricating oil supplied and unfold the treadmill halfway. Then spread some oil over the entire width. This protects the treadmill and reduces friction. The advantage for you is that it runs more quietly and smoothly. Then unfold the treadmill completely and connect it to the power supply. It is important that the safety plug is already plugged in so that the treadmill can start. You can then simply start it with the remote control and let it run for a good 20 to 30 seconds so that the oil can spread over the entire lower surface. Here you can see my first test without shoes in walk mode. It is comfortable to walk on, you can feel the center of the folding mechanism under your feet, but I don't find that annoying. So up to 4 km per hour for fast walking, I would use it without shoes at any time. Here you can hear that the impact noise is relatively loud at 6 km per hour. That's why I strongly recommend buying a thicker rubber mat to counteract this. This will make it much more pleasant for you and your neighbors. The treadmill will bounce a little more due to the catching movement, but in reality this doesn't bother you. The only annoying change is that you can hear the closed storage compartment on the handle a little more due to the wobbling. However, you can eliminate this by simply opening it. Let's move on to my everyday test. For example, I only run at my desk. This works wonderfully and can be perfectly combined with work on the PC. 1.5 to 2 hours at 2.5 to 3 km per hour is enough to reach the well-known and recommended target of 7,000 to 10,000 steps. When walking, the WalkingPad R2 is very pleasantly quiet and you can work very well. Walking in combination with videos also works very well. For this, I place the treadmill so far away from the table that I can still grab the handle if I need to hold on. This is a great way to watch movies or series while burning a few calories. Here I show you what happens when you pull the safety plug. The R2 will stop immediately. If you press the power button on the remote control, the treadmill stops more slowly. Here I briefly show you the behavior on the rubber mat after training. Folding it up took me about 1 minute. The transport rollers are also too small here to move the R2 properly on the mat. They are slightly larger than on the X21, which means you can at least pull it over the rubber semi easily, but I have to use this trick to position it. Moving around on normal thin floor mats won't be a problem, but they don't offer much cushioning. Let's move on to the volume topic. Here I would like to show you a quick decibel measurement in my office at all speed levels. I'll let the sound run in the background so that you get a good impression. I'll also show you a comparison for the volume in case you can't make sense of the decibel results.
Maximum 12.
Overall, I'm satisfied with the result. Nevertheless, I recommend that you take care of maximum noise reduction, especially in apartment buildings, particularly from the point at which you start jogging. We have laminate flooring with impact sound insulation in our apartment, which of course can't hurt either. Then a nice thick rubber mat and you can run more relaxed and without a guilty conscience. Under these conditions, it can be used well in the upper floor and attic. Let's come to my conclusion. The walking experience is very pleasant. With the R2, you can tell that the WalkingPad desk treadmills have the highest standards on the market. I feel safe on the belt at all times, which is also an important evaluation factor, especially at speeds above 6 km per hour. There are 3 points that could be improved in my opinion. Number 1 is, as just mentioned, the small transport rollers. Number 2 is the fact that the safety plug has to be plugged in even in walk mode, although it is of no use in this case. Number 3 is that the handle is relatively difficult to adjust vertically. Apart from that, this 2-in-1 treadmill delivers, and I am very happy with it. It's suitable for you if you want to achieve your step target at work or simply want to keep fit, without limiting yourself to 6 km per hour. For desk treadmills without a handle, this is the maximum permitted by law. Even if you are still unsure whether you want to walk faster in the future, this model is worth considering. Thanks to the partnership with WalkingPad, I can offer you a $100 discount code when you live in the US and £80 discount for the R2 if you live in the UK. You can activate it automatically by following the first link in the video description. The amount will then be deducted at the checkout. Feel free to write me in the comments if you have any questions and if you have already had experience with this or other desk treadmills. Otherwise, thank you for watching and thanks to Kingsmith for the opportunity to test the treadmill. Until the next video, all the best.